Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bar cart tour. So I'm going to be running you through all of the amazing drinks I have on my bar cart and telling you a little bit more about them and which ones are my favourites. So I thought this would be a really fun video, so I hope you enjoy. So before we get started, I'm going to quickly talk to you about the Craft Gin Club, which is the most amazing subscription service that you can probably get. So it's a monthly gin subscription box that costs £40, and each month you'll get a full-size bottle of gin, a couple of tonics and some snacks, and often sort of a syrup to put in the gin, ingredients to make a cocktail, that kind of thing. So it's a really good box and it's such great value for £40. So a lot of the gins I have are actually from the Craft Gin Club. If you're a Craft Gin Club member yourself, you might recognise a few of these bottles, but it's a really great subscription box which makes me try different gins. I still have a few favourites that aren't part of the Craft Gin Club, but it's been a really fabulous box to subscribe to and it's been really fun. So I urge you to go and have a look at their website. So I'm actually going to start off with my favourite gin, and that's this one here. So this is a Bullard's gin. So this is actually made in my home city of Norwich, and it is the strawberry and black pepper gin. I really love the bottle. Hopefully you can see that. So you might have noticed a little visitor in the background. This is Nala. She is my Cavapoo. So she's obviously quite happy just to chill on the sofa whilst I do this video. This isn't where I usually have my bar cart, but where I usually have the bar cart is on a dark blue wall, just literally right behind the camera here. But the ring light really reflected badly on the wall, so I thought I can't film there, I'm going to have to do it here. Just shows you the bar cart in a better light. So Bullard's do a strawberry and black pepper gin, which is the one I have here. They also have a dry gin, and they have an Old Tom gin. So obviously you can tell I'm pretty short on this one at the minute. But one of the things they've started doing now are letterbox gins. So they actually send you the gin in a eco-friendly pouch that can be posted through your letterbox. So it means I don't have to buy the full bottle again, I can just buy the gin as a refill, which I think is a really good idea, especially as it's cheaper to buy the refills. So a 70 centilitre refill is £35, whereas the bottle is £40, so you are saving about £5, which I think is really good. So the letterbox gin pouches are actually part of the TerraCycle scheme, so you can recycle the packaging once you're finished with it. So obviously I've not got much left, I've probably got one or two gins there, or one double at least. So I'll definitely be doing the refill once I'm completely finished with this bottle. I might order myself one now actually, just so I don't run out. But this is an amazing gin. It obviously tastes of strawberry, it's got a really slight hint of black pepper, and it's great with tonic or Prosecco. So then next up we have the Perfume Trees Gin. Now this is the most recent Craft Gin Club box that I received, so this was April's Craft Gin Club box. Now this is an absolutely exceptional gin. So for a start, the bottle is beautiful, it's this gorgeous rectangle. So this gin itself is worth over £100, obviously I only paid £40 for the box, so it's absolutely amazing. And this is a gin obviously I would never pick up unless I received it in my box, so I would just never have heard of it. So that's one of the greatest things about the Craft Gin Club, is that you get to try some absolutely exceptional gins that you probably would never have gotten to try. I'm going to read you the notes for this gin, because I think that would be most beneficial if you did want to find out a bit more about this particular gin yourself. So the tasting notes here are fresh nose, very warm herbaceous, licorice, aniseed flavour on the palate, drops back to a long savoury finish with juniper lingering in a really lovely way. So that was from the World Gin Awards website, and this gin was apparently a category winner in 2019, which I could completely believe because it's absolutely delicious. So because this is such a special gin and because it's so expensive, I'm trying to savour this. So I've only had a couple of gins out of this one, but I'm going to be saving this for special occasions, and if I have anyone come round, they are not allowed to drink this gin. So in the front here we have a miniature bottle of Saint-Germain. Now this was actually one of the little extras I got sent in a Craft Gin Club box a few months ago. Now, I can't remember the exact gin this came with, but it is an elderflower liqueur. So I actually think this would be amazing just with a glass of Prosecco. So I definitely think over the weekend I might have a bit of this with some Prosecco and enjoy the sunshine that we're now having. So that's that, and if I like that, I'll definitely be getting a bigger bottle because I just think it's so cute, and the bottle itself is beautiful. It looks really lovely on my bar cart. So another one of my favourite gins is this one here. So it's a 1689, and this is a Dutch gin. And this one has juniper berries, quince, pippin, lemon, orange, cloves and other notes in here. The bottle is absolutely beautiful in itself, and the gin is amazing as well. It's got quite a bitter smell to it, so even though I do really like fruity gins, I also love gins like this, again from the Craft Gin Club. So with this bottle we actually got sent some Angostura bitters. Now it was only a really tiny little bottle, just enough to make one cocktail, but I really enjoyed the gin cocktail so much that I went out and bought a full bottle of Angostura bitters. myself. So, I'd actually never heard of this before. I always thought this was Tabasco for some reason. So it's a good job I've never worked at a bar. So Angostura Bitters is a concentrated bitters based on gin, tea and herbs and spices by House of Angostura in Trinidad and Tobago. So this is often used in a lot of cocktail recipes. So a few drops of this in a glass with a 1689 gin, loads of ice cubes, a lovely tonic, and some dried oranges as a garnish. It tastes amazing, so I'm so glad I found this, and I found that out through the Craft Gin Club. So I'm going to have a quick break from gins and talk to you about one of my limoncellos that I have here. Now, I absolutely love limoncello. Ever since I went to Sorrento on holiday a few years ago, I fell in love with limoncello. So, little side note, if you've never visited Sorrento before, I would absolutely highly recommend it, because it is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been. It's on the Amalfi Coast in southern Italy, and we had limoncello after every single meal. It's like a palate cleanser, I guess. So we bought a few bottles back with us, and we actually finished those. But I have here the Adnams Copper House limoncello version. I actually prefer cream limoncellos, and this isn't, but it's still delicious. So you either drink this on its own as a little aperitif, or you can have it in, say, a glass of Prosecco or something like that. It tastes really, really delicious. So that's another drink I really love to have, and that's more of a summery drink. So this next one is a bit of a gimmick. So my partner and I both love Game of Thrones. We both loved it. We've obviously now finished watching it. And for his birthday, I always buy him a bottle of whiskey. And for his birthday last year, I bought him the Game of Thrones Johnny Walker edition whiskey. It's purely because it was Game of Thrones related, and purely because it does something really fancy when you put it in the freezer. I know any whiskey lovers out there might be shocked that you actually put this in the freezer. So when you put this in the freezer, the White Walker face comes out on the bottle, which is actually just really cool. So there's a little bit left in there. He has been drinking it. Obviously, I'm not a whiskey lover at all. So back to gins. The next one is an Edinburgh gin. Now this is just a distilled gin made in Scotland with the finest botanicals, it says. It says a classic gin with a citrusy nose, a subtle note of heather and a burst of juniper. Best enjoyed as a classic gin and tonic with a zesty orange twist. So this gin is exactly what it says on the tin, really. It's just a really nice standard gin for a gin and tonic. It's not overpowering in its flavour. It has really subtle juniper notes, and it's just sort of an all-round nice gin. So another gin that I discovered through the Craft Gin Club was the Nelson's Gluggle Jug Gin. Now this is a London dry gin, and first of all, how beautiful is this bottle? This is actually a ceramic bottle, so once I've finished it, I'm definitely going to be using this. I think I'm going to use it as a vase for eucalyptus stems. I think that'll look really nice in the corner of my kitchen. So this is a Craft Gin Club exclusive again, so if you want to find this gin, you'll have to check out the Craft Gin Club store, so I'll leave that link below. I'm not sure if you have to be a member to access that store, but I highly recommend becoming a member anyway. And no, this video isn't sponsored. I think you'll probably guess that with the lack of subscribers I have. P.S. if you want to subscribe, please do, because that would really, really help me out. And please give this video a like, just to let me know if you enjoy this kind of video. So the botanicals are as followed. We've got green cardamom, sweet orange, grapefruit, lemon, hibiscus, lime, pink peppercorns and star anise. Perfect for the winter months. So I actually like this gin any time of year. I think we did get it in one of the boxes in the latter part of last year, but it's just absolutely amazing. Another one of my favourites. God, I think I've said every gin is my favourite. I just really like gin. And then last but not least, for gins on the top shelf of my bar cart is the Whitley Neal gin. The Whitley Neal is a gin brand you can find in a supermarket, so it's really accessible. This is their rhubarb and ginger gin, so it's another flavoured gin. And I love anything with ginger flavour. Like, I love ginger beer, love ginger ale, love everything ginger really. And so this is absolutely perfect for me. Rhubarb and ginger. It's a really easy drinking gin. So that's it for the top layer. I'm now going to move down to this bottom layer here. So I store the spirits we don't really drink that often down here. So I'm going to start off with this one right in the front. Now this is just Austin's Summer Punch, which is a Pim's knockoff. You get this one from Aldi. I've had this bottle since last summer and I've just never got around to drinking it. I think I need to have a garden party and we can make some of this with lemonade, loads of mint, strawberries, apples, cucumber, that kind of thing. Just sort of how you'd make a standard Pim. So after lockdown, I'm going to be having a summer party. And then we have a bottle of Courvoisier. Again, this is on its last leg. You can obviously tell what my pastime has been during lockdown because I've been consuming quite a lot of alcohol during this 8-week period that we've now been at home for. So this is Courvoisier, it's a cognac, it's from France, and I don't drink this personally myself, but my partner likes to drink this just as a brandy and coke really. This is actually what we poured over our Christmas pudding last year, so we had a very bougie Christmas pudding. It tasted amazing, but apart from in a Christmas pudding, I don't actually drink this myself. I've then got a little decanter here. Now this is filled with Jack Daniels. I think it's actually honey Jack Daniels. So then next we have some vodka. Now it's just absolute vodka, a real standard. I don't really know much about vodka apart from that I like it. So I don't really know much about any of these, but then also have another vodka. I think this was left here from a friend once. And this is just a Russian standard vodka. I have no idea where this is from. Next up, I actually have 2 tequila rosé. Now, I went through a stage of absolutely loving tequila rosé. It's kind of my shot of choice when I go out, although I'm getting a bit old for shots now. It tastes exactly like a strawberry milkshake. So I actually have a few bottles at home. I haven't actually cracked these open yet. I just don't know if it's a bit sad if I start doing shots of my own. Is that a bit sad? I might see if I can find some sort of recipe where I can make like a tequila rosé daiquiri or something like that. And that might be delicious. Actually, that's a really good idea. I'm going to do that. And then last but not least, I have a Havana Club white rum. Now, we actually brought this back from Cuba. Brought a few bottles back actually. I think you can, I can't remember the rules now, but there's a certain amount of number you can bring back. And we literally brought that many back because rum over there was like £2. It was so cheap. So obviously Cuba is the home of Havana Club, and this is a very nice white rum. And then I'm gonna just quickly whiz through the accessories I have on my bar cart. I have these beautiful champagne glasses that are from M&S. Now they are sort of pearlized. I don't know if you can see that, but they are beautiful and they are great for serving champagne in or just prosecco. I then have some standard white wine glasses in the middle, and then I have my gin glasses, which are just from IKEA. They're really good size. They were so cheap. So then also I have this bottle opener from Anthropology. Now it's absolutely stunning. And then we also just have some spirit measures. I don't like to free pour my spirits because I get a bit heavy-handed. I'd like to get a prettier one that would kind of look nicer on the bar cart, because at the minute I'm just having the hid behind one of the gins just so you can't really see it. And that's it. So thank you for joining me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I certainly did, and I know I'm definitely going to go make myself a gin when I wrap this up. So I hope you found some gins that you might like from this video. I will leave all of the gins and all of the other drinks linked down below if you want to find out a bit more about them. And I hope you will subscribe, like this video, and leave me a comment telling me what your favourite drink is. So that's it for today's video. I upload on a Thursday and a Sunday, so I'll see you on Sunday for my next video. Thank you, bye!